I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute. We taking off for the cause and environments. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute. We taking off for the cause and environments. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. The work we putting in won't be overlooked. Our body language, your boy looks shook, and he should be. I be Marcus can be at the rim, don't get touchy. I can't believe this is happening. The merge from north to south. I don't doubt many men, but many men in the end get lost. Hell of a cause, cause everyone trying to be the boss. But then society give me a pause. Raise the applause for the fucking terrorism, making an error. Knee deep in every endeavor, stay classy and clever. Hieroglyphics to letters. Everything that I do is all for the better. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute. We taking off for the cause and environments. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute. We taking off for the cause and environments. Putting out every fire like a fireman.
Yo, you never knew that I spit them scriptures like rabbi. Spit that fake shit, never have I. You don't wanna be an enemy, but then I lie. Before I have to cut your body parts like a tan line. You out your damn mind, thinking you could box with us. We like some juggernauts, homie, you ain't stopping us. Pop the clutch, speeding off with lots of bucks. You watching us, get blinded when we cock and bust. Don't ever worry about what could have been. Death around the corner, know the casket's what they put me in. Slipping on the bottom of the bottle, what I'm looking in. I'm going after every fucking thing that I should have been.
I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute. We taking off for the cause and environments. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute. We taking off for the cause and environments. Putting out every fire like a fireman.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Keika Podcast, brought to you by the Keika Labs. And before we get started with this episode, man, I just want to give a quick thank you to everybody who tunes in, who takes the time to give us a like, to share our posts, to follow us on the YouTube, on the Apple Podcast, Spotify, everybody, man, for real, from the Keika Labs team. Thank you for we hell appreciate it. And man, looking forward to getting some of this stuff going for the summer, man. We got July 1st coming up. So if you guys haven't seen the post, make sure to check it out. Vista Car Quiz happening again, man. Santa Fe Cruise. If you heard about it and you missed out, don't miss out on this one, man. It's going to be epic. But without further ado, let's get into the episode. I am joined here by my compadres, of course, Osai Lens, got Mr. Bruce, Louis Lope, and we are joined by the homie Daniel from La Mexicana Events, man. It's going to be a sick-ass episode. Daniel, thank you for kicking it, bro.
Hey, gracias for the invitation, carnales. It's always an honor to be able to talk amongst my carnales. So thank you for the invite. Much love and respects to you guys.
That's right, man. Yeah, and I'm super excited to have you here, man, because there's not a lot of times where we get a special guest that's about the community, about, you know, the positive things in life, you know. And today we got my guy. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about what you do?
All right. So first of all, my name is Daniel. I represent La Mexicana Events. So La Mexicana Events came about 3 years ago when the whole pandemic hit, right? Raza, we're always on survival mode, right? We're always
All the
hustling
time.
all the time. That's what we do. We only fall back on each other, right? That's
Right.
what we have. And when everything shut down, who were the first to go? We were, as always, right? And so people started selling everything out their garages, hustling everything. And we noticed that these pop-ups started coming up. Raza tried to get in and they're like, nah, we don't have no space for you. Oh, yeah, there is, but it's $200 to vend. We're like, what? Why? Why aren't we doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got the numbers, we've got the talent, we've got everything. And so I work with the community down over there in San Diego proper, right? Sherman Heights, Barrio Logan, all of them. I'm a Brown Beret that's land member, been at it for 20 years. And so we work with a lot of community centers. So we hit up the community centers. Hey, can we use your spot? How much? Can you work with us? Like, yeah, we'll drop it this. And I'm like, all right, well, let's get some vendors. And entre todos, we'll raise that feria. So the more vendors, the lower the payment is.
Yeah.
So then people are like paying $10. They're like, how do you do $10? Don't worry about it. Just chip in and we'll make it happen. And the city can't rate it because it's in a private space.
Wow.
And that started coming about. Helping each other. Hey, I don't have any. Kyle, what do you got? Promote it, right? We need to build each other up, right? We're not in competition. We need to be stronger together. We're better together, right?
Absolutely.
And then from one center to another center. Shouts out to Sherman Heights Community Center in Sherman. Centro Cultural de la Raza for allowing us to do a gang of events there. Shouts out to Dia del Café for letting us to do vending events there, and the Por Vida crew for letting us do that. So that's how we came about. And other people were turned away, not over here. We're inclusive and not exclusive. So that's how that came about. And we're like, hey, you've got an event. They're not feeling you. They're not, Kyle, you look like me. I'm not going to turn you away. Right? If you don't have the feria, don't even worry about it. But let's come together, right? We're being attacked by everyone, right? And we're the target. They try to do this whole thing. Oh, we're Latino, but at the end of the day, Mexican comes out, right? How do we come together? We don't have a political party. We don't have anything. We've got the numbers. We've got the talent. I just saw your rap video. People call me, hey, who does videos? Now I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's got bars? These guys, carnales. Future them, right? We've got the talent.
Yeah.
We've got it, but we're not coming together as a people.
That's right.
Right. And that's how the whole premise, the whole point behind La Mexicana Events. Now, with this event, it's been in the works for about 5-6 months.
Tell them what the name is.
La Raza, Viva la Raza Fest.
There you go.
And it's the first one. We've done other ones, right? But this is the first one. And the thing is to bring everybody from all over Aslan, all the states that were once Mexico together and to meet each other, right? To support each other, to who's rapping, who's not, who's doing videos, who's doing beats, who's got the podcast. Man, this is a sweet setup. Like I was telling you earlier, I can do a podcast, but when you get into it, you're like, oh man, nah, I can't do this, right? It was like 6 seasons. You're like, oh, just 6. What? Yeah. People only do what, 1, and then they call it quits. But you're out here because you believe in what you're doing, right? And you're needed, right? You're needed. And so this event is really not about La Mexicana, but as Mexicanos, Chicanos coming together and celebrating our culture, our history, and not being ashamed of it, right? Where we look like each other, right? We know our upbringing. It's okay to be Chicano, Mexicano. If you don't speak Spanish that good, or English that good, or both, or Calo or Pochingles, it's okay there. Come and support. And the whole point, although with this too, también carnales, is we make everybody rich, except ourselves.
Big time,
right? Yep. We drop feria on everybody. We don't drop it on ourselves, right?
That's facts,
right or no?
Yep.
Who makes all the rappers on the radio right now rich? We do.
Yeah.
Do we get any love in return? Nothing.
Yeah.
Our lowriders, our way of dress, just the whole the West Coast street culture is Mexicano culture, but no one gives us that respect, and they just take it from us.
Yeah.
And the event's like, chale, this is ours.
Mm-hmm.
Come feel welcome. Go hear these carnales rap. Go follow them. Go tag them. Drop $1 for that rola. You drop it on anything else, why wouldn't you drop it on us? Right or no?
Facts.
You know, and I'm gonna say this, and I have to say this because we support black rappers.
Yep.
Black rappers don't support us. And I'm not saying not to,
Right.
but we need to support our own because we have talent just as good. And I'm gonna say it out there even better.
Yep.
Right. And that's not to diss on anybody. That's just, I'm just calling it how it is.
Right.
Everyone takes our culture and they sell it, and we're poor.
Yeah.
We're the ones who get harassed by it when we dress like that, right? Or no?
That's true.
Right?
So.
When other people wear it, oh, their culture,
It's
they're
fashion.
sensitive. ¿Sí o no, carnal?
Yeah.
For us, it's our lifestyle, or that's all we had. So our point is, we're from here. We have a long history here, and we're not going anywhere. But how do we work together to support each other? You need a paletero, we got you. Right? OG Primo, I don't know if you follow that, carnal.
Yep.
He's going to be there slanging his paletas in his carrito.
That's right.
We're going to have low riders from different car clubs, Danza Azteca, Ballet Folklorico, over 14 rappers just on Saturday, right? You know how crazy that is? And all for free.
Yeah.
We're not asking anything. If you want to donate, chingon.
Yeah.
If you don't, come out. Have a good day where you're represented, and we don't have enough of those.
Big time.
Right?
Big time.
Yeah. So that's what we're coming at. That's what we're coming from, carnales.
I love the spirit into this event, man. I really wish that it's a great turnout, man. I mean, I know Lens is gonna be there this weekend for sure. But you know what kind of got me tripping? You said that, like, since you want the community to come out, like you could even get a booth for $10. I'm like, whoa, $10? I might just get a booth, and just saying over there.
Yeah, and that was the thing, right? The event's gotten bigger where we've gotten bigger spaces, and we say, hey, it's a little bit more,
right?
But we never keep any of it, and whatever we've gotten left, we'll hire someone to perform. You see how crazy that is?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we have our own booth.
Yeah.
And some people might not be, willing to go out and do that, but we want to.
Yeah.
We need to set that example for other people to do that, to inspire people to do one in Oceanside. Why can't there one be here? And the people from down south come up here and support.
Yeah.
We're the same community, the same county, right?
Big time. Big time. And that's something that I've always wanted to push forward to the younger artists, like in hip hop, right? I'm super deep into the hip hop community, and when I go outside of San Diego, I don't say I'm from this area. I say I'm coming from San Diego, because we represent the whole condado, condado, and that's important, that we're seen as one whole, because if we don't, then we're just little sections and we're less powerful.
Exactly. And that's what they want, right? That's what they want, that we don't come together, that don't drive up there. You're going to drive 30 miles. Don't go up there. Of course we have to come up there. You're opening the doors. Why shouldn't I be here? I'm honored to be here. Like, damn, I'm like, this is when I saw you guys coming in and I saw you rent the space. I was like, man, these carnales are getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, crazy respects to you guys, for all of you. It takes hard work. There's blood and tears and sweat that goes behind these cameras, right?
It's all over the walls, baby.
Just to get the equipment and get it right,
Yeah.
But the point here is we need to come together. We're being, again, I'm gonna just say this again. We're being attacked constantly. Look at the laws in Florida.
Yep.
Who are they against? Us exclusively.
Yep.
Right? We've been here for generations. We're indigenous people from these lands, right?
Yeah.
That's what we are. Mexicanos, Chicanos, we're indigenous just as the other brothers and sisters, Native Americans here. But no one, we're always labeled as immigrants. And chale, we're from here.
Yeah.
Right? We built these cities.
Yeah.
Right? The names of these cities, they have our names.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, and that's interesting too, because I never really thought about it like that. I guess it was there, but I never pieced it together. Where it's like, oh, we're migrants, we migrate over to here, but in reality, this is our motherland. You know, this is we gravitate
Facts.
here because it's inside here.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, people always argue about the term what is Chicano,
Mm-hmm.
and I say it's carnalismo,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what we are, a brotherhood. How do you know you're Chicano? Hey, carnal, what do you need? You need a paro, Simon, Kyle, come through.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of the event, to come together in one space. You know how
Yeah.
crazy that's gonna be?
Yeah.
Just us coming together as a people with no drama, just all brown pride, brown love,
Mhm.
and stick around, catch your carnal rapping on a
Yeah.
stage with other people, you know, be like,
Yeah.
that's my carnal up on stage.
That's it.
You know, your success is my pride.
Yeah.
Like, I saw this dude, I shot that video, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And we don't have enough stages that like that.
Mhm.
But this is where we come in and provide those spaces.
Yeah.
Right. And we provide it. Let's get together and get a space and throw a party.
Yeah.
And celebrate our culture and bring up our people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's super inspirational. Tell us a little bit about the venue space, Bread and Salt.
So originally it was going to be at Centro Cultural de la Raza.
Simón.
Right. It was we've had that. That's a historic space for Chicanos in San Diego.
Mhm.
But the city said, Chale, we can't have you out there. And so we were kind of fighting back and forth with the city.
What was the reason?
Some BS that you can't have music outside, but all these other, you know, cultural centers had theirs.
They couldn't have music. Don't they have like guidelines where you could just pay money? and
Yeah,
also let
we
the
did
neighborhood
that. And then
notify
they
that?
said, no, then you can have this, but you can't do this. And so we didn't want to get the Centro under fire even more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we
So
reached.
they're going with the selective tactics.
Exactly.
Basically,
Yeah,
you know?
Well,
exactly.
they ain't gonna call it like that.
Right.
But I'm
But-
gonna call it
But
like
we know
that.
what it is. We always know what it is,
Yeah,
right?
right?
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, oh, sorry, there's no more budget in there for you know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're the first one to get cut out. And
Mhm.
yes, exactly. So we were basically going to take over Balboa Park. We were going to have people
As you
inside
should.
and outside. Yeah, we pay
As-
taxes.
As you fucking should.
as we fucking should. And so that was our thing. And a center that represents us. Murals on there.
Yeah.
That's older than Parque Chicano. A lot of people
Wow.
don't know that,
Mhm.
right?
Wow.
And the city came and like, no, but you can't. No. Okay, well, we got this. No. And I said, all right, we're going to have this regardless. You want us to cancel? Chale. Let's
Mhm.
go around. And we went to Bread and Salt. They're like, Kyle.
That's
Hell
right.
yeah.
And we did it. And so we didn't want to, people are book flights.
Mhm.
I didn't want to be and call them, ¿sabes qué, carnal? Nah, no. I was like, we're going to make this happen by hook or by we're going to make this. If we have to go to Parque Chicano and take all of that again,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But Bread and Salt reached out to us and it's going to be chingon.
Hell yeah.
So there's going to be on Saturday, there's going to be another event in front,
Mhm.
but that's only like for a couple of hours. So
Sick.
inside the main building is where the stage will be
Simón.
and vendors in there. And then outside in the back lot, there's going to be live graffiti, breakdancing, poetry, DJing.
Wow.
That's outside and with ramflas and lowrider bikes. And then
Hey.
inside, vendors, food, rapping, poetry in there, all the way from 11 to 9 p.m.
Wow.
That's right.
Sunday, the same thing again, but at 3:30, we're opening the door so everyone can see the Lowrider documentary for free.
Wow.
So it's all love.
Yeah.
It's all every penny that we got, save that because we're gonna drop that in this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, I'll be honest with you, we never come out, we never show our faces because we don't want it to be about Daniel.
Mhm.
We want it to be about the community. So when you
Yeah.
see La Mexicana event, hey, those people, those gente are bringing the culture, the cultura, and bringing respect on our culture.
Mhm.
That's what we want to be known. That's it. And that's why we really don't do these appearances. But I had to because I had to honor this guy. He's going to be performing on his time, on his dime. I had to come out and show that same love.
There you go. There you go.
So that's why we're here.
I love that. I love that, man. And everything that you're saying is super impactful. It does hit home here, and if it's hitting me, I know it's hitting our community as well. You know, they feel the same way.
Mhm.
You know, and it doesn't matter that we're out here in North County and you're down there in the South. Like, it's the same issues going on that we're dealing with here. You know, we're trying
Yes.
to put on
Straight
events, and
up.
we're dealing with
Right.
cities.
Yeah.
and they don't want, you know, the Latino stuff going on because, you know, there's problems here and there. And it's like, yeah, but that's because you guys aren't giving us the opportunity. We're taking shit, but instead we could have the opportunity with you guys and do it right.
The one thing that also grinds my gears as well, the way he points it out, is how the culture also gets exploited as well. We always talk about like everyone else's culture always gets exploited. Yo, we feel that too as well. You know, we feel that burn. I mean, look at this example. I mean, the town is based off of our culture and all the murals and everything like that, but they won't let the people have their event that they want to have. But every year they're gonna go ahead and market and fucking commercialize to all like local potential like real estate buyers to live out here for this type of culture and shit. But they want to go ahead and just put us down and tell us, oh, now you guys can't have that, even though they're fucking basically getting shit off of our fucking roots.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And the point is, they don't want to work with us. Well, then fine, so be it. Let's work together.
Yeah,
we don't need them. We've got the numbers.
Yeah,
we've got the talent.
Yep.
We've got the passion. Look it. Right? This is a Wednesday night and you're putting in that work. I'm sure you guys got a grip of things to do. Right? You're like, damn, the podcast again. I got to make it happen. See or no?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of that. And so, but you're dedicated.
Yep.
And we need to have that same drive towards our people and give people a break, because no one else is going to give it to us.
That's real.
Yep.
And if we don't do that, then we're really screwed. Then it's just done. Again, you're right, carnal. They cherry pick. Yeah, I want your cars. I want this. I want that. But we don't appear.
Like, we don't want you though.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what? Well,
bring the lowrider, just don't bring the fool that drove it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I've been doing the Dia de los Muertos celebration at Sherman Heights. The group, the Brown Berets, we do the procession. We've been doing that for 18 years now.
Wow.
Before Coco, before any of that, right? And now with the blow up of those movies, Disney, people want that, right?
Yeah.
And someone asked me, hey, Daniel, how come they never talked about it? Because then if they talk about Dia de los Muertos, it's a Mexican celebration, right? I always say it's Mexico's gift to the world, Dia de los Muertos.
Yep.
But then they'd be like, wait a minute, Mexicanos were celebrating Dia de los Muertos at the mission at Sonir Rey 300 years before a word of English was spoken here. So they're not immigrants?
Hard.
So they're from here? What? The mission down here, San Diego de Alcalá, they were doing Dia de los Muertos there?
Wow.
This is before this was the U.S.? Right? We need to remind people that we're the legit people from here.
Hard.
Right? Do you see where I'm coming from?
I do, but you also got to understand that there's just some ignorant ass people in this country, man. I'm talking about like we got parts of this United States that are still like living it like it was like back then in segregation. I mean, you also got to think about it. Segregation wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
And even like the Zoot Suit riots and also the trial of the Zoot Suiters, you know what these motherfuckers did is they lock up these kids, right? And when you go to trial, you know, you got to be all prepared, right? The judge says, nah, leave them all dirty right there in their zoot suits so that the people could see what a criminal looked like. And at that time, it was Chicanos. Like, we rep the zoot suits with pride. And it was that moment of time. And and people tend to forget about that shit, you know? And it's a lot of pain and a lot of hate right behind it. But we're, to this day, being a Chicano and being Mexicano, we have pride in whatever we do. We have pride in our family and our communities, and we also have pride in taking action and keeping this shit going for our future generations, because who else do we have but ourselves?
You know what, carnal? Let me jump in on that. You're right, carnal. We fought for everybody. You know, the civil rights for the desegregation of schools for African Americans. We did that 7 years before they did, and they use our cases for theirs. Do you see that?
Wow.
Yeah. I just read an article right now about the Zoot Suit riot because the anniversary just came up. And the city of Los Angeles issued an apology letter, right? And now you had all these people jumping in that they were Zoot Zooting. And I'm like, what?
You know what I'm saying?
And I go, well, you weren't there. And they're like, yeah, we were. Check out all the people who got beat up, who got arrested. We did. we transform everything. We got a shitty ass car that no one wanted, and look what we did. We created lowriders. Look at the clothes. We didn't have any clothes to wear, but we made sure we looked chingon. We creased them, we washed them, and created our own stilo. And now everyone takes it.
Yep.
Right? Look at with our bikes, what we've done. Look at with the murals, what we've done to our communities. Look at the way we talk, the way we eat. Who doesn't love Mexican food?
Yeah.
Right? But they don't want us. And that's a message that we need to band together and say, all right, cool. Just like you have your people, we have our people, and we're not going to shop at your places. So the biggest revolution would be like, don't eat there.
Yeah.
Eat at the Rigobertos. There's like millions of those, right? I don't know if they got them up here. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Support those.
Yeah.
Choose your favorite Berto.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I've heard people going to Chipotle and you're dropping 10, 15, 20 bucks. Nah, drop it within our. So we're saying here is brown money. Let it circulate amongst ourselves. Right? Hit up the tire shops that are raza. Hit up the tailors that are raza. Hit up the musicians, the flowers, we're doctors, we're lawyers, we're teachers. Make sure we go to those practices. I know it costs a little bit more because they're not getting enough customers.
Right.
But if we gave them more, business, they would be able to compete on a bigger level.
Yeah.
And that's a sacrifice, right? It is. But we're not thinking in community. Yeah, let us hate us. They've always hated us, but we're not going anywhere. But how do we come together to create a group that's strong and said, hey, ya estuvo. We're going to come up now. We don't always have to be the janitors or working the fields. When do we stop that and come up?
Yeah.
We're the descendants of the people, the original inhabitants of these lands. And where are we? No respect. We got to put that respect back into our name, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you make me want to run through a fucking wall for the raza right
now. Yeah, but you see where we're coming from.
Yeah,
and that's what La Mexicana is about. We're bringing that whole culture in one spot, right? And with your help of promoting it, of coming and supporting, we could only get bigger and better together, though. 100%. Where it's not about us. It's about, this is a team. Yep. You're participating in it. Do you see how beautiful that is? You're going to be with other carnales from Denver. You know how chingon that's going to be? They're going to hear you.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
And be like, what? I want to follow this dude.
Yeah.
That's the magic. That's the beauty, because we're sharing it amongst ourselves. Right? Someone wears your shirt and tags you. Look at where my shirt is at. Look at where my rola is playing out there.
Yeah.
Right or no?
100%. 100%. I love that, man. Everybody out there tuning in, this is the Kick It Podcast right here. We got a very special guest here, man. Super excited to have you on. Tell me a little bit about the Green Beret.
The Brown Berets.
Brown Berets.
Brown Berets is a group that started in the 1960s as well for Chicanos Mexicanos out of East LA under David Sanchez. And that was just to protect the barrios. They were at the forefront of the chingazos, of the school, of the walkouts, of all of that. They protected the barrio.
Wow.
They were the armed group. They were they were the group that was there to be the buffer between anyone who was going to hurt our people. So it was naturally for me when I came of age to join the Brown Berets.
Wow.
And we've been putting in that work. And that's where my love for our people comes in, right? We got the craziest Vato Locos, and sign up with us.
Wow.
Right? You're going to do some balas, get your stripes, get them with us.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we want. We're not here to advocate violence, but hey, we're not going to take it.
Yeah.
Do you see how that works? Yeah. Hey, and that's where that comes from. It's about community, unity, defending. We don't lead. You tell us where you need us and we go. We're not, hey, no. What do you need?
Yeah.
We've helped out so many people that we don't like to boast it. We don't like to put it on there.
Yeah.
But you call us and we'll go.
Wow.
And we'll represent.
Like a lowrider club. Right
Yeah. But we'll roll up. Definitely.
That's hard.
How did you get introduced to the Brown Berets?
My parents, and I've heard it. And when I moved to San Diego, originally from Los, and then to Arizona, and then back here, when I came to San Diego, I checked into Centro Cultural de la Raza, and then I started meeting other people, and I saw the Berets, and I was like, what's up? How do I get in? All right, cool. You know, I did my trial period, probation, and helping out people, and you know, within a year I was a beret, and then you got to earn your
Wow.
patch, and then you got to do all of that. But that
Wow.
comes responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to be out there, you
Mhm.
know, stop fighting amongst barrios, being there for certain things, you know, that are attacking, like the paleteros and
Yeah.
all these people. I've had a lot of you know, our African American, you know, black brothers, and say, hey, how do I help? How do I help you guys? And I go, and I have to keep it real, right? And I hope you guys don't get heat for this, but we got to be real. I told this black dude, all right, homie, help us out. Go tell your people not to attack our paleteros,
I mean, that's valid.
our vendors,
Right.
right? How do we get you to stop attacking our people? You want to be down for the brown and, you know, brown pride, black love. Show us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Show us, be about it. We're in that same struggle too, right? We both get harassed. We both get the short end of the stick. Then why attack us?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm coming from, right?
100%.
As Chicanismo, as brown pride, how do we come together where we don't have to resort to jacking our own,
Yeah.
hitting up our own, where we
Yeah.
come together and like, who needs a jale?
Yeah.
That I do. Okay, this guy's hiring.
Mhm.
Hit him up. Hey, I need a bottle. I don't have a tire. I'll lend you one.
Yeah.
That's how we solve our problem. That's how we grow together. That's how we learn to trust each other.
Yeah.
Right? Who do we afraid of when we go into barrios? Ourselves. Right or no?
Big time.
Don't we think about that? Shit, I'm gonna get hit
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. Hey, is it cool if I'm here?
You have the alarm in the car.
Yeah. Hey, pop the locks, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got to end that. It's
Yeah.
2023. We're the highest dropout rates in Califas, the highest incarceration rates. Damn. Imagine with all those people who are inside would be outside, network with each other. We'd be unstoppable. We'd be running this country as we should for ourselves.
Yeah.
But we're not thinking that way.
And that's crazy because I see I know a lot of people that have the same walk of life that I have, and a lot of people are in jail, but those people that are in jail, man, they are some of the most hardworking, smartest motherfuckers out there. They're going for they go hard for one thing, right? But if education, you figure out what you can put that force to something positive. Dude, it'd be 100% different. You know? 100% different.
You know, I have a good friend of mine who's studying to be a doctor. He's the only Chicano in that program.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And we have people from other parts of the world who can't even speak the language. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're already in these programs.
Wow.
And we're not.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
And we don't think nothing's wrong with that. And we should be flooding these universities. We should be flooding all of these programs, but we're not being pushed that way. And I tell people, go to college. Oh, it's not for me. Well, go a semester or two. Then you'll know if it's for you or not. Right?
Big
Oh,
time.
I don't like school. You know why you don't like school? Because school doesn't represent you, doesn't reflect you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's how we're coming out with La Mexicana Events. And that's our belief. And that's what we bring.
That's right. Well, I'm picking up what you're putting down, my guy. You know, I love all of it, especially not just because we're all brown here, you know, but especially in our community. I think that there's an understanding of Chicano love. There's an understanding of carnalismo, and it just hasn't hit the next level yet. And what you guys are doing, what you guys are pushing, I hope can get that message across all over Califas to where we can all really take over. You know, we are here. This is our land. This is our hearts, where our hearts are at. And if we all team up and really just push as one, we're unstoppable.
Yeah, man.
100%.
Yeah, I think I've seen like that shift in mentality, because really I think right now that's really what it is we need to have that shift in mentality to get us to that next level. Because it's like you said, we have the numbers, we have all that, we have the passion, like we can make it happen, but like, you know, like get out of like that worker mentality into like, let's do our own shit type.
Yeah.
Business mentality. We're tired of working for people.
Yeah.
Right? We need to work for ourselves.
Yeah.
Create businesses, teach our kids, hey, this is how you run a business. This is what you do.
Yeah.
This is how we need to be pushing that. We're tired of working for other people. They don't respect us.
Simón.
So how do we do? instilling that brotherly love, right?
Mhm.
That carnalismo, and respect, and represent our culture to the fullest with pride and respect amongst our brothers and sisters.
Mhm. Definitely, man. And it's like you think about it, like gangs are a big part of our culture,
Mhm.
but what that is in like a different scope, that's a 500 Fortune 500 company, you know.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's just they were taught a different way. But
Mhm.
if we would have had the knowledge and the education, that gang that runs one of the biggest gangs or whatever, right? The
Mhm.
gangs are worldwide. Um, if they focus that light to a different way of making money in a way that's legal and people can prosper off of it, that's a Fortune 500 company.
And we also need to learn how to make those illicit ways into legit ways. Check out Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And no one's tripping off
Big
them.
time, big
Right?
time.
They found that
That's
way
a
how
good
to
one.
flip it.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Why are we not doing that?
Yeah.
We've got the smarts.
Yeah.
Trust me, Mexicans are the craziest. We build
Mhm.
tunnels, we build all of that, and no one can detect them, right?
Yeah.
We've got earthquake detectors, and they can't detect them when they're making tunnels,
Mm-hmm.
right? You feel
Yeah.
me? At the border. So we're doing something right.
Yeah.
We're just not gearing it to ourselves for us to come up as a whole.
Yeah.
I have a question. You were
Yeah.
talking earlier about talking with black brothers and sisters. What is what is the relationship you think that you've seen with other ethnicities?
To be honest with you, I have a lot of friends of, different ethnicities, and I got love for them. But sometimes that friendship is based on them thinking they're superior to us,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
And I have some people that recognizes that we're the same, right? But some don't. Like I'll share something with you. So I love graffiti.
Mhm.
I'm a
All
big
right.
time graffiti head,
Yes,
right?
sir.
And I was in a tattoo parlor in LA, checking out, some artwork there, and left and had a bite to eat. And I saw this one vato, and he had this beautiful black and gray tattoo. That's Chicanos.
Yeah.
That's ours.
Yes, sir.
That's ours. So I said, hey, man, that's a chingon tattoo. You're digging that Chicano style. And he's like, this isn't Chicano style. This is street. I'm like, what?
Mm.
Nah, homeboy, that's ours. Nah, this is street. You Chicanos want to claim everything, to low riding, to Dickies. And I go, we didn't invent Dickies, but we rock them a certain way so people see us and they know it's us.
Mhm.
And I was like, nah, homeboy, that's ours. So whatever, I was like, whatever. So I went back, and there's a homie of mine, some black dude, and he was like, nah, homeboys, that's not your culture. This is our culture.
Mhm.
Check colors. And I started laughing, and I was like, man, we were rocking this shit like 30, 40 years before that.
Mhm.
Right? I got love for my black brothers and sisters. I do. I think we need to come together. Like I said earlier, we're both being oppressed. We're both being attacked. We need to stop that nonsense and come together as one. But realistically, right now, they're the ones that are attacking us.
Mhm.
I have a lot of black homies. Like, hey, homie, check your homies.
Yeah.
You're jacking a lady who's like 50.
Mhm.
There's no pride in that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Mhm.
Right? Oh, no, it's these. Nah, I don't want to hear it's these youngsters. They're
Mhm.
fucking up because you're not checking them.
That's usually like
That's true.
the
Right?
that's the go-to, right? Is those youngsters,
Yeah. But when we do something, then we take it as a whole,
Mhm.
right?
It goes
yeah.
down as instead of saying youngsters for Latinos, it's some gangster, some
Yeah. No
whatever.
one pays attention. Or for the Black Lives Matters, how many raza was out there
Mhm.
protesting?
Mhm.
We were out there in full force.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Well, everyone was rocking the stickers and the shirts and the fists.
Mhm.
But when we get attacked, or our Mexican brothers, sisters getting in cages, they were nah, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
They voted en masse for Trump.
Yeah.
They voted on that. And there's, like my carnalito says, there's a lot of ignorance.
Mhm.
But that's why these podcasts are so important, to bring up those conversations. I know they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not a people that have that voice to come out there and confront people.
Timo.
But we got to start doing that for the sake of our survival.
Hell yes.
Right or no?
Yeah, we love that here at the podcast, actually. And we bring it up all the time. Like, you have to be a little uncomfortable just to progress.
100%. And that's something that we've lived by here at the Kicker Podcast, is getting into uncomfortable situations where it's like, hey, we got this gig. I don't know. We're just gonna go figure it out.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Pero ahí estamos, ahí estamos grinding, and doing what we have to do to level up.
Yeah, brother. So that's the thing. And again, meeting other artists from LA, from Santa Barbara, from San Francisco, from Phoenix. Raza, just like you, just in a different neighborhood, but the code is still the same. Respect.
Yes, sir.
Chicano pride, right? That code that is still there. Different cities, different area code, but we're the same people. And we need to come together more. We need to support each other more. We need to drop some feria more with ourselves. I wish you guys get a gang of sponsors. I wish you guys get a gang of followers. I wish you guys blow up because you guys took it upon yourselves, right?
Yeah.
No love, and people thought you were crazy, and look at you now. And I gotta show nothing but love for that. But how many of us are like? How many other podcasts out there?
Oh, the shit ton.
There is
There's a shit ton.
So many podcasts. Many podcasts out there.
And you guys stuck through it.
Yeah.
And I want to take a moment to shout out to all our listeners and viewers that do tune into the Kick It Podcast week in and week out, episode after episode, season after season, and those that come along and grow with us as you see this develop. We do appreciate every single one of you, because it does take an audience to make this come to life.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely. And can I just give a shout out to some people? So check this out. So as I was talking about the different vending spots that we have, Dia del Café is a coffee shop owned by my carnal Tony Ruelas. He's been at it for a while now. Opens up his doors to everybody.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Go and have a podcast there. Talk to the carnal, how he started, who he is, what's his story. You know what I mean? I'll introduce you to Caro and Milo from Por Vida.
Nice.
Chingon. Hey, Daniel, what do you need? I got you. Do you see that? That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Right. So Loca, who I'm rocking her shirt, 10 years in the grind. Se dice fácil, but 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So make everything that you want. Shout out to Poca's restaurant right there, right in downtown. Ferchelada's also there. My homeboys, 619er and the Carnales, El Chiquis from K Street, all the gente out there. We come together as a team, but most of anything, we come together as a community, one giant barrio. Do you see that?
Yes,
and you guys, hey, you need a plug, you need a connector, hit me up. I'll connect you. And that's what we need to do.
Yeah. 100%. And that's something that we strive to do here at the Kicker Labs as well, is make sure that if anybody needs anything in our community, hit us up and we'll point you in the right direction with the right people.
Oh yeah,
yes,
man. It's all about love over here at the podcast. And I did see a couple of comments come by. I mean, conversation has been obsolete. Loving this episode. But let's actually get to some of these comments, man, on the IG, on the YouTube. Everybody who's commenting, appreciate it. So let's start over here with T-Lay Stub, because he's always tuning in. Shout out T-Lay Stub. Hey, saying what's cracking, fellas? Let's get it cracking. Oh, I mean, if you've been from the beginning of the episode, man, it's been definitely cracking, bro. It's
it cracked off, carnal. Yeah.
Then we got Luis out here. We got Luis with a 100 emoji. Hey, thank you for tuning in and listening to the conversation, Luis.
Yeah, thank you. Right. Follow us at La Mexicana Events. We're doing that, but we could only go bigger if you follow and you show love.
Yeah.
Right. We'll make sure. Definitely. I told this carnal right here. Why don't you have the podcast there?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a special episode there? We'll make room for you.
Yes, sir.
You see? I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I mean?
And lock it in right now. Kicker Labs will be there this Sunday, man. Sunday we'll be there. We're available. Let's rock it, man. We're gonna be there. Make sure. But we do have some more comments right here.
Yeah, we got
2 days in a row, baby.
Yeah, we got
we're not unloading till Monday.
That's right. Let's see. Louis said, "Let them cook."
Yeah.
See, you're talking to the community right here.
Yeah,
Man.
es todo.
They're with it. They're
We
with
have
it.
Valeria with the fire emojis and saying we appreciate y'all.
Gracias,
And we
Vale.
appreciate y'all too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for tuning in.
Shout out to
100%.
Valeria, by
Brown
the
love,
way.
brown
That's
pride.
One of our, like, you know,
And then
one of our
I'm
Yeah.
listeners.
Main listeners.
Yeah, dude,
Shout out.
She's been listening since like back when it was like a soccer podcast.
Valeria,
Yeah.
DM us. We gotta hook you up with something special. Okay,
Oh,
just
yes,
send
yes,
us a DM.
Yes, we will.
Respects, Valeria. Respects.
Yes.
We have Cali Blunt with the fire emojis. We haven't lit up that
Yeah.
pre-roll that he
So
got
we
us.
do have a weed sponsor here. We gotta give them a big shout out. Cali Blunts, man. They take care of us. They take care of the raza, man. They do the damn thing, man, with their products. Make sure you go check them out at Cali Blunt on Instagram. Follow them. Give them a DM. Tell them that you heard about them through us. Tell them that you just love them, man, and check out their product because it is top level.
He gave us
Chingón.
the 24K gold.
Yeah,
wrap.
yeah. We're not sure if
Right.
we can smoke here, so we didn't pull it out yet, you know, but we might have to for the second half.
All right.
I kept the PG with the man.
Yeah.
We have Arm the Poet saying it was good, y'all. He's about to go grocery shopping. He
you
also agrees real shit though, 100% facts.
There you
And
go.
then we have Cali Bunny again saying today's guest is a wise man with the Mexican emoji.
Hey, that's right. That's right. See, there you go.
And
There
I
you
think
go.
that's it for comments.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Well, what do you guys say? We go to take a quick break here, and we'll go on to the second session after our little break here.
Yeah, I'm with that, dude.
Any
Yeah.
messages from?
I don't receive any messages. I mean, shout out to everybody who commented once again. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a break. Stay tuned to the messages. Of course, we're still here kicking it with Daniel from La Mexicana Events. If you guys have not followed or shared his stuff just yet, go hit him up on the IG, man. And also hit up some of the sponsors who hook us up here at the Kick It Podcast week in and week out. Shout out to the boys out there at Oceanside Ale Works. Yes, sir. Pull up, get yourself a pint. And if you're not feeling Oceanside Ale Works, pull up to the Draft Sports Bar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, check out Natalie's Fashion, Woman Workout Wear. Of course, the homies from Cali Blunts, Old School Saturdays to get the boogie on. And yes, Full Metal Burgers, man. You haven't had them just yet, pull up Oceanside, Escondido, and shout out to the homies from Urban Water providing the hydration every episode.
100%.
Yep. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here with the second half. This is the Kick It Podcast.
Peace.
And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. Yeah, hello, good morning. The rain can barely afford to be get pissed when I wake up. This whole life is so fucking pointless, filled with annoyance. Usage appointed, feel the rigor mortis, the shortage. Digital warnings, give a coordinates. The brain goes in the morning, flip your portion, try to make a fortune, fuck off. I'm trying to get my thoughts sorted, my life in order. Fuck the government support. Penny for your thoughts, I give you a quarter. The conduct of disordered all over. The kamikaze, rewind time, talk to me wrong, get bombed 7 times like Machiavelli the Don. I read the Bible and the Quran, and plenty of times I'm at one with myself. Bringing peace to my mental, we're working on my health. I hear the voices in my head, will I live to tell? Who knows? Heaven to hell, oaths. Everyone don't get burned, trying to make the funds. In this life you only live once, it's cold, so go live in the run. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen to mine, come take a ride. Open the trunk, let the Alpines bump through the night. California roll through the stop sign and keeping eyes. And I'm back for the first time. Fuck you, listen
listen to rhymes that could just ease your mind through the night and day. In a merciless maze of telepath and tragic can't resuscitate all late. Just to say, contemplate the brain, contaminate, commentate, trying to contain whatever can be done. The thoughts just outrun everyone on the concept, just chalking designs. Fuck it, logical nonsense, stop it, the sonics reclining while driving, cruising late and I will paying homage, reading, gaining knowledge. If you coming at me with some bullshit, you can stop it. Just a diffusion process, open the blinds to teach the cautious. Just be cautious how the brain reacts, emotionally detached from everything. If you trying to stop me from getting cash, get the fuck up out my way. Yeah, let it ride out. Yeah, let it ride out. Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. Come take a ride. Yeah, come take a ride. Come take a ride. Yeah, what? Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. California roll through the stop sign to keep it nice. Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. California roll through the stop sign to keep it nice. Yeah, what? Let the Alpines bump throughout the night. Come take a ride.
North County, we're here. The living dead. Outside lands. Yeah. Two words, San Diego, we able to eat at the same table. Yesterday's fable is today's reality. Welcome to what I call the hip-hop academy of cool, calm calamity. Two words, hip-hop, no chain, wristwatch, no range, marijuana, cocaine, website domains, anonymous, no name, no face, just brain. Learn to play the fucking game. I'm saying two words, outside lenses, gente, gon' live for the moment. Step out with the homies. It's a takeover, SD makeover, no layover. We already here. Two words, gun control, don't patrol no more. I defend my own and everybody I know. Streets stay hot, try me not. Raising this game so everybody move. Two words, drug use, El Chapo, old news. But the drugs are still used, malabuse, you lose. It's an epidemic, methamphetamines, grandmamas open it. Whole world smoking things. Two words, North County, Oceanside, I'm alive. Hip hop till I die. Write rhymes every night. Cypher's gon' bring the light. Lightweight, Miller Lite. Yes, I'm down to fight. Bout to soar like a kite.
KK before, like, it really does kind of start with like Shack Records.
Yeah, Shack Records.
Like in a weird way, that's where it starts.
With your life
that you meant. I'm all the true, the drink of youth makes it easy for me to keep up with you. Our music's loud, we dance around, screaming out the songs till the lights give out. Jump up and down, we'll run around, skating in the dark till the sun goes down. The love we found without a sound, bring back the energy where we all feel it too. All this love's for you. Yes, we all feel this way. The love is here to stay. Where we all feel it too. All this love's for you. Yes, we all feel this way. The love is here to stay. Here to stay. Here to
Me right there.
Yeah, he's hard, dude. Of all of them.
Yeah.
And we are back with the second part of this episode. We are here with Daniel from La Mexicana Events. And yeah, welcome back. The second part, man. Thank you once again for being so much here with us.
Thank you for inviting me. Much love and respects to everybody.
That's right, man. I just want to reel everybody back in here. This is the Kick It podcast. We have amazing times here, you know, all the time, but today it just hits a little harder for me. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about everybody else watching. It just hits harder for me sometimes when it's raza based, you know, and that's dope, you know. So shout out to you for everything that you do for the community. That's something that we try to emulate here in North County. So we're definitely gonna have to get together a little bit closer and work some things out to connect toda la raza.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know, thank you for having me. Again, we're here to inspire for other people to do the same. Not just us, but we hope we have it here up here in Oside también. You know, I
Simón.
saw that block letters from the
Yep.
Carnal Oside Mike.
Yep.
The Carnal, if he's watching, what's up, Carnal? He's going to be part of this.
Yep. Shout out
So-
Outside Hit Ups.
Yeah, so he's going to help me do the graph, and then he's got his thing. Support him too on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
If you can't make it down that way, make sure to pull up to this Carnal's event.
100%.
But he'll be there on Sunday también, right? So
That's right.
respects to the Carnal.
Hell yeah. And both days are going to be action packed. Make sure you guys go out there. Bread and Salt, San Diego. What is it, Logan or?
Yeah,
¿cómo
it's
se dice?
Logan. Yeah, it's on the other side of Parque Chicano.
I always confuse the areas because they're all so close, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
all
yeah.
so close together, and it's a different landscape than what it is here. Here, there's a lot of space, a lot of space between barrios and different things going on, you know. So, and they all have different names here. I'm not familiar too much with the names out there.
Mhm.
So everything kind of gets bunched in for me from the outside looking
Yeah,
in.
yeah. It's Logan, Barrio Logan. It's on Julian Avenue, right there, 1955 Julian Avenue, Bread and Salt. Like I said, just come through, support. Don't talk about it. Just come through,
Yeah.
support. Check out other rappers, be inspired, hear the poetry, check out the danza, check out the graph, see what's new, see what other people you might want to interview,
Yeah.
And that's also would be chingon to get some of the artists that are coming out there and maybe ground for about 30 minutes and interview them,
Yeah.
just never
Yeah.
know.
100%. Yeah, and that's something that we always strive to do, is to get out there and meet people and put them on, not necessarily put them on everything toda madre, pero like at least give them their time to get some microphone time,
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
be heard,
Cool.
that's the number one thing, man. But how you guys doing though? You guys doing okay?
Good, man.
It's Wednesday. You
Hey,
guys
man, I'm just listening to Daniel over here, man. Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's super inspirational. Yeah, not
That's
gonna lie.
exactly how you kick off summer, dude.
Yeah,
I
so-
love that.
First day of summer, que no?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think we just went to go eat something earlier, and I heard people saying in the background like, "Oh, it's the first day of summer." I was like, damn, I've been grinding like summer was like a month ago. It's like, I'm already tired. Right? Ya estoy cansado,
It's
yeah.
been cloudy, but I felt like summer was a month ago.
Yeah. 100%, and that's something that all of San Diego I feel is doing. They know summertime is the time to go out there and connect with your raza, connect with your people, and just have great events, all around.
So let me talk about this documentary.
Yes, sir.
The Carnal Martin Torres did a
out.
lot of research. Yeah, much respects and gritos to Martin. He put in the work, the research.
Yeah.
And what's different about this documentary, it's legitly done by us.
Nice.
Okay. And I say that not bashing any other groups that do it about us, but here's a person who is us, right? That looks like us, suffered like us. And he took the time out of his own time and dime to make the documentary. And it's gone everywhere, When we reached out, we started talking, and this is what this is about. And he's like, take it. I go, I don't just want to show it. I need you to come. We need people to see you. We need people to recognize you. And he's bringing some heavy hitters with them. Little
Nice.
Willie G of the Midnighters is going to come out.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? How
Yeah.
crazy that is?
Yeah,
So if
that's
you
real.
guys know all those songs,
That's real.
right? He's coming out because he's part of the documentary. And so many other people are coming out. We've got Vero from Mi Vida Loca coming out.
Wow.
We've got Danny de la Paz from American Me and Boulevard
Sick.
Nights, and other artists and actors and actresses are coming out.
And that's both days.
Both days,
That's right.
right? Do you see that? So we're trying to get everyone under the sun to come out. I know with the schedules and all of that, and we don't want to drop any names and kind of just be a surprise when you see them rolling through. And so, but we're coming together. And when I reached out to these artists and actors, and it's like, yeah, people follow you, but they haven't shook your hand. They haven't talked to you, right? And you need to be accessible. You want people to follow you, want people to respect your music, but show up to these events. I'm not getting any feria out of this.
Right.
And they're like, wow, how do I tell you no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why are we not, again, coming together?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Like, we're not doing that enough,
Yeah.
right? And San Diego is so small that you know someone that knows someone. Like I just asked you about that. You know what I mean? And we know them. Ask, hey,
Yeah.
you know that crazy dude? I
Yeah.
know that vato. Yes.
Did you recognize like the type of art? Is that why?
Yeah, the
You saw
block
the block
letters.
lettering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and-
carnal penguin that's hitting it up here very hard.
That's
También.
right,
Yeah,
yeah,
much respect to
yeah.
that carnal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is that's family. That's
Yeah.
family to me. That's people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And that's how small this world is, but we're so separated.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's the connect that I'm talking about. That's La Mexicana, is a connect. Hit these people up, get them over here. You're not an artist. I got one already. Oh, I can't drive down there. Do you have one? I got 3 here. Call them. Tell them I sent you.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
That's what we need.
Yep.
Right? That's what we're missing. Again, we've got the talent, we've got the feria. We're just not putting it together to blow ourselves up.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that, right? Everyone else does it.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yep.
Right?
100%.
But it starts this weekend for sure. Then
Yeah. Thank you. And that's the plan, right? I don't think we have everything right, but our heart's in the right place. Our cora's in the right place. And we're not turning anyone away. Again, we're inclusive and not exclusive. We're not cliquish. Nah, you roll with them. Nah, you're coming with love. Kaile. You know what I mean? Oh, nah, it's still Raza County for me.
100%.
You see that?
Yeah.
So that's what we're coming from. This carnal says, yes, let's start it off. Let's do this every year. Let's get bigger and better every year. Let's take over entire areas.
Yeah.
Right? Let's bring it. Right? And for us, so when we walk out there, we're empowered for that whole damn year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You feel that? You know what I mean? We're like, yeah, I'm rolling with them gente.
Yeah.
You see, and we're all respecting each other. We're all coming as brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we call it, as us in La Mexicana, we call everyone a carnal or a carnala. Because you wouldn't diss your brother. You wouldn't diss your sister. People, hey, why do you call everyone carnal if he's not? Of course he is. And that's how we got to show respect to each other. What's up, carnal? What do you need from me? All right, let's do this.
Yeah. And that's something that I do as well with my personality, my lingo. Anybody that raza, that's primo.
Yeah.
That's my primo right there. Oh, you guys are cousins and stuff. Not blood, but in this right here,
in the
we're
soul.
primos.
In the soul, in the suffering, right? How much, coming up, we've had a common experience, right?
100%.
Yeah, we all ate them rice, those beans, that weenie con huevo.
Yeah, right now, right? Don't lie, because you know you did, right? You know what I mean?
Never gonna get old.
Right? Yeah.
No, I still do that shit at work, bro.
To this day.
There's some hot dogs, there's some eggs, bro. I just cut that shit up and make myself some real good.
You know you want some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's mine. Yeah, carnal, that's what's up. Yeah.
100%, man. And that's something that we do as well, is that we really look into with the podcast. We need sponsors, we need all kinds of help, all the help we can get, but we do put a highlight on Latino based companies, and sometimes a lot of Latino based companies, they're not really there where they should be,
right?
And it's like that we take it upon ourselves to, all right, well, let's get you there, let's get you to that point.
No, definitely we support our businesses. So La Mexicana Events works with Mexicano Chicano businesses, and we make sure that they're coming up. Hey, you just started. Yeah, I'm not, business not that good. Well, let us have an event here. We'll bring vendors here, and we'll get our people to come and support and get to know you.
Yeah.
And then we'll try it once a month. And that way, now they get a following. Now they get addicted to their coffee or to their bread or whatever is they're slanging.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
And all we did is they gave us a space, and we gave them customers, we gave them followers, and we're just coming up together. Right. And that's the love that we want. That's what we need.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
Was there like any specific event in your life that made you flip that switch?
Oh shoot, carnal. I mean, damn, where do I start?
Where do I start?
The beginning, right?
Yeah. So, people always ask me, are you so brown pride and all of that? And it's because we have to. You know what I mean? We should be out there catching some waves, chilling, but we're not right yet. You know what I mean? We're not right feria wise, job wise, respect wise. We're doctors, we're lawyers, we're teachers, letter carriers, you name it. But no one gives us that respect.
At the end of the day, you're still brown.
Right?
Yep.
Exactly. So then if we have that, why are we not coming together? You see what I mean? You just said it right there. We're all illegal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And at the Mexicana Events, we work with Latinos, and we make a distinction between Latino and Mexicano Chicano. We feel, right, that Latino puts us in the immigrant category. And there's nothing wrong with immigration, but that just puts us as that it erases our history of being here. That saying, we didn't cross the borders crossed us.
And I'm with you on that, dude, because I feel like even the U.S. on its own, it's considered, at least to me, part of Latin America. So I mean, but we don't call everybody in the U.S. Latino, but like you said, but like if you label the brown. It's more of an immigrant thing. And to me, everybody here in the U.S., they're Latino no matter what. Bro.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're coming from. Yeah, Latin American, because our culture is kind of similar to ours. But I will tell you, the Mexicanos, we have a certain way of speaking.
Mhm.
Have you guys traveled outside of Mexico?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where have you been to, carnal?
Multiple places, way. And one thing that I've noticed is that it's the
Different.
same. It's the same, but it's way different, dude. Way different.
Way enough to know that we're Mexicanos, right?
We can they can pull you out like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think diversity is beautiful, right? I don't think that we should all sound the same or look the same, right? Central Americans got their flavor, their estilo. South Americans have their estilo, and nothing but love and respect for them. I just think like we're not celebrating our Mexicanness, and everyone kind of hates when we do that. Everyone else does that, right? Yeah, we all can share that culture, but we have a long history here, and I think that when we jump to other terms, then we kind of exclude ourselves from the history that comes here. Just kind of like the term, there was Chicano, right? And then it became Chicano X. Then it's, I don't know what it is now, right?
I think it still has the X just because.
Yeah,
but it's
I
Latin
don't
X now.
even know what the hell's going on with that, man. I just tune out at this point. I'm like, because this is my point right here. I mean, this cuts back to like what like in parts of society, they're always gonna go ahead and like realize like, all right, then we cannot go against the masses, but how can we trick them?
There you go.
How can we go ahead and water down their beliefs to us? Like, yes, that's okay. Like, and then blend in their beliefs right into it and kind of like get their program in for like, brainwashing and shit.
Yeah. And that's crazy that you say that, because you look at other Latinos, right? Not Mexicans, other Latinos. In New York, they have the Puerto Rican festivals, right? And those are huge. And
in Puerto Rico, it's not a party.
Yeah, and
Shouts
then
out to them.
yeah, and then you have all kinds of different parades. You don't look at what they do, but you look over here. I can only talk about my city, what I see here. They have Latino festivals and stuff, but it's not Latinos running it. It's not. It's the
there you go.
Different demographics that like we got you guys.
That part.
Whose idea was that?
Yeah, so the Taco Fest. Yeah, so they had the Taco Fest
at the waterfront park, right?
Anything but raza running it.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
And so the thing about Chicano, it was at the end with the Chicano X. Now it's with an X in the front for like Chicano. But then, like you said, they keep splitting us, and people, oh, we don't agree with the label. Hey, you don't put an X on American. You don't put American X or Black X. Why do you have to fuck with ours?
Yeah.
And if you don't like the term, that's cool. Keep it pushing. Keep moving.
It's like I'm tuning out and I'm staying in my lane, but at the same time, like you're trying to force your fucking whip into my whip, and we're gonna crash at one point.
Yes,
it's not even just like a color thing. I mean, just.
Yeah,
and I heard it from a comedian. It was George Carlin. He said, like, think about it. It used to be shell shock, then they switched into battle fatigue. Now it's post-traumatic stress disorder. What's it going to be next? So it's not just I mean, it also is part of that too, but it's just on a bigger scale.
But we know what we are, though.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're Mexican. When Donald Trump said all Mexicans, he didn't say all the Latinos.
He made all the Latinx.
He made sure that it was Mexican.
Yeah.
That big M. He's like Mexican.
Yeah.
He could have said Latino, then everyone would have been up in arms.
Yeah.
But he said us.
Yeah.
And this is where I take that personal, right? Mexicans, we have our way of speaking. I've been all over Latin America. It's a beautiful country. Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Panama, Central America, Belize, Guatemala, all over. And they've got their flavor and they've got their things. We just speak different. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? We're Americans. Do we sound like the British people? No,
right.
God, thank God we don't. Right? Do you know what I mean? Do we sound like Canadians? There's nothing wrong with saying the M word, Mexican.
Yeah.
Right. And it's okay. Right. We have our own way. Look at Mexicanos. We have Nahuatl in our language. Right. Right. How many Nahuatl words do we have in our Spanish? How do we say grass in Spanish?
Zacate.
Yeah, that's Nahuatl. How do you say it in Spanish?
Like what kind of Spanish? Like
Yeah, just
Spanish,
basic,
Spanish?
just general Spanish. How would we say grass?
Pasto.
Yeah, but we use zacate, right? How do we say kite in Spanish?
Yeah.
How do we say kite? The
Say
kids.
ese papalote, dude.
Yeah, but how
What
do you say that papalote in Spanish, carnal?
the proper way? Actually, I don't think I've ever thought about
Because
it.
cometa,
Cometa.
right? How do we say what's chapopote?
Chapapote.
Tar, the tar. But how do you say that in proper Spanish? Brea.
Brea.
Do you see that? How do you
Yeah,
tecolote?
that's fucking crazy.
Do you see tecolote? What's a tecolote?
It's a owl.
But how do you say it in proper Spanish?
Bull.
Yeah, but what do we use? Our indigenous roots are there.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I don't have to be Mexican to speak Spanish. Well, you do gotta speak English to be an American. You see, we're not thinking that way. By denying certain part of us, we're denying our indigeneity.
Yeah.
Do you see that we're denying our culture, right? And we need to hold on to that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the eating the weenies with that's culture already because we were poor.
Yeah.
We were banging those tortillas and all that, and that was quick, right?
Yeah.
We're the king of fast food.
100%.
Yeah,
You got mad mouths to feed. You gotta put that shit out quick.
No, and I hella agree with you, Daniel, because I think we should come back and really own our culture, you know, because we actually talked about this briefly a couple episodes ago where we were talking about how being Mexican right now it's trending worldwide, you know. It's something that everybody's hopping on, dude, with the music, the clothing style. Everybody right now, 2023, this summer, everybody wants to be Mexican.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we're being exploited that way.
We're the fastest growing population, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No one's having kids like we are. You know what I mean?
Really not.
But what is it? But if you think about it, we've got the numbers, but what does it mean? Nada.
nothing.
We don't have a political party. We don't have a mayor that represents us. Like Mexicanos, we run this city as far as numbers, but we don't run nada. And that's where we need to come and have that voice. Yeah, a lot of people might be disagreeing, but facts are facts.
Yeah.
We're from here, right?
Yeah.
Whether you came here yesterday or not, you're just coming home, right? We're not going to Kansas. We're not going to Idaho. We're coming to Califas.
Yeah.
Right?
I always thought
Did
about
you see what I
going-
mean?
I always thought about going to like Idaho or something.
Good luck.
And
No.
starting like a Mexican food chain because I'm pretty sure they'll eat it up. Because
there's-
out here, man, they eat it up. You know?
Who works the potatoes in Idaho? We do.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
works the apples in
100%.
Washington? We do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're the only we built this country. Check out the construction. Who's running it?
Mexico.
Who's working the fields?
Yeah.
Who's working the restaurants? We are, and we don't get the respect.
Yeah.
All those jobs are dignified and respectful jobs. I'm not taking anything from that, but we get no love even when we do those jobs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. We're right here on the Kick It Labs, man. We're right here with La Mexicana Events.
I do have a question, man. Bringing it back to you're saying you visited a lot of the countries.
Mhm.
What is outside of Mexico? What is one of your favorite countries to visit?
Oh man, I was just one of my countries right now is Turkey, carnal.
Turkey.
Turkey,
I've
brother.
been trying to get out there.
I've
I've
been there
heard-
like 4
I've
times
heard-
already, brother.
I've heard Turkey has a really big music scene. They
Yes.
love music. They love music out there.
Is there turkeys there?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
I don't
know.
think they
I
got.
don't
They don't
know.
got the.
False
They
advertising.
don't got
that. But I just came back from Mexico, carnal, and I can't stress enough to you guys to visit Mexico.
Yeah. 100%.
Go to Mexico City.
Yeah.
Go there one weekend,
I just got back not too long ago.
and you'll come back getting tatted Mexicano just blasted on your
Yeah.
chest. The oldest city in the American continent, from north to south, Mexico City. The first libraries, the first schools, the first hospitals, Mexico City. The first, mail system, Mexico City. Right? It's so outside of Mexico City, Los Angeles has the biggest Mexicans population. And then San Diego, San Antonio, Chicago. But again, it doesn't mean anything. Like this carnal says, if we're ignorant and other people are ignorant, they just take advantage of our shit, right? They'll just take us. They'll just take everything that they have and be like that dude told me, no, this isn't Mexican. Of course it is.
That's not a sarape, that's a poncho.
Yeah, that's not a tortilla, that's a wrap. And then we're like, oh, yeah, it is different, right? Oh, that's not carnitas. This is health.
pulled pork. Right?
Yeah, exactly. No, you've got it wrong. You see, and we see it, but we don't say, hey, no, that's our shit.
Mhm.
Don't take my shit. If not, respect my shit. Respect me. Right? If
Yep.
you voted for Trump, don't buy Mexican food. Go eat your Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
You know, go get that mantequilla and bread. Just go eat your bland shit. Leave my stuff alone. Right?
Yeah, we have Valeria over here saying my coworker
Let's go.
is Polish, and she showed me music from her culture, and I was like, oh shit, it sounds like banda. She's like, what? And yeah, because a lot of like I don't know which one came first, but it's very similar to like polka.
It's like polka, and I think
Yeah.
it starts in Germany, and then it kind of goes
Kinda
like a
spread
little
out.
Eastern
Yeah,
European
yeah.
until it came
Come over here. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
that's
even
wrong.
flipped the accordion too. You see, we got
Yep.
crazy
Yep.
norteñas and
Mhm.
corridos.
Mhm.
They play the accordion in Colombia, but they don't rock it like we do.
Yeah.
Everything that we've touched, right? If you think about it, we flipped it.
Yeah.
Cars, dress, food,
Just
houses, making it work, and with class though, right? Do you know what I mean? With like you see it now, that's a Mexican ride. You
Mhm.
see other people low riding, and you can tell which one's a raza one.
Yep.
Yes or no, without
Yeah.
saying any
Yep.
names.
100%.
Yes or no,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You see the stilo walking with the crease, you know who's got it,
Yeah.
right? And without putting anyone, we
Yeah.
know, but they take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we don't get any respect, and it's time we come and demand it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
How long? Because the Mexican culture has been around for so long.
Right.
How long of other cultures taking it does it take for them to claim it? Because nobody's standing up and doing it.
I'll tell you this.
Are we about to be extinct? Like what's
Yeah.
going on, man?
Yeah, we are. Go back to this carnalito, what he mentioned here about the Zuzu riots.
Yeah.
This Filipino told me, the scholar, right, was battling me, telling me the Filipinos were part of the Zuzu riots. And I was like, nah. The facts are there, right? Look up the arrest records. Look up the newspapers. It was like, well, we were wearing zoots too, but not like us. You weren't rocking them like you with the long chain, with the belts all the way up to here, with the tandos and the baby cuffs. You weren't rocking them like we were. People wear Levi's, and there's different wears of Levi's. Skaters wear their Levi's, right? Surfers wear their Levi's. But how does Raza wear them? Right or no?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we were there. You weren't. I've checked every newspaper, everything. You're not mentioned there. Oh, blacks were there, but they weren't being targeted. We were, because the way we were dressing it.
Yeah.
And I go, where's the arrest records for you guys? Show me. It would have been there. A lot of black homies tell me, yeah, we were low riding since the 60s and 70s. Cool. Show me. This is our thing. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, this is our culture. You can join in, but don't jack me.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect me. People got killed for low riding, for walking like that, for getting tattoos, blocks done on their thing. And now you're going to get it because it's a fad?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, I think that's the number one thing is just show respect when it's due.
That's it. That's all we're asking for. And if you don't like us, cool. Don't rock our shit. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
And if you love us, great. Come, Kyle. I have a lot of people that are going to come out to the event that are not all raza.
Yep.
And I support their things. Come support ours. What's wrong with the Puerto Ricans have their day? Why can't we have a Mexican day?
Yep.
Why has it become an issue when we celebrate our culture in our state?
Why is
Right?
Why is
in
the,
our state.
Why is the Mexicans Day only Dia de los Muertos?
Yeah, and or now it's it used to be, 16 was Mexican, now it's Latin American. I'm like, hold up.
Well, I think it's like the start of Hispanic heritage.
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah. And do we call ourselves?
Middle of the month?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it starts in September, and then it kind of only lasts for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, you're right. So are we Hispanic? Are we Latino? Do we call ourselves Britannic because we're speaking in English? Do you see that?
Yep.
Do you see how we're thinking? And then Latin American just puts us in Latin American category, like we just crossed the border. And that's the only problem why I don't use the word Latino, because most of the Latinos are voting for us to get deported.
Yeah.
Most of the Latinos in Florida pushed for all the raza to get deported. Do you see? And nothing against them. I'm just saying facts. I would love that we all came together. Yeah, I love salsa music. Yeah, I love all this music. I appreciate the arts. I love to travel and see other cultures, Greece, Germany, Spain, France, England. I always tell people, hey, where should I get an iPhone? Travel, carnal. Hop on that plane. Get on there. Change your perspective. Learn to love your people, your history, and your culture. Then when you go to Greece and you see Athens, you're like, oh, no, Teotihuacan is better or as good enough. Do you see what I'm saying? You go to Ephesus in Turkey, badass cities. You know what? Chichen Itza, yeah, I got you. But so you know that we come from these highly advanced civilizations. There's only about 4 cultures or 3 in the whole world who had the concept of zero. We were one of them. Do you know how crazy that is?
Yeah.
And to change, you go to Mexico, anywhere you dig, there's a pyramid. You Greece only has like 3 sites, and everyone travels, and it costs about $80 to get in. Here in Mexico, yeah, 20 pesos.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Pyramids, like, your own one, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one in my backyard. Everywhere you go. but we were told not to value that. And you know, as Mexicanos, eres un pinche indio, one of the biggest insults. Fuck yeah, I am. That's what we are. We're from here, right? You know, there's the Native American brothers here. They've been anglicized. We've been Hispanicized. We speak Spanish, but our Spanish, different from Latin America, is our Spanish has now what words in it. The other ones, void. No word of the indigenous language exists in their Spanish. In ours, you could say it's Mexican Spanish. Yeah, we know búho, we know pasto, césped, we know cometa, but what do we use? Look at all the words that we gave to the world. Tomate, chocolate, aguacate.
Everything with a T-E at the end.
You know, all of these things.
And a bunch of Bertos, too.
Yeah.
Chicle.
Yeah. And who's eating at those taco shops?
Yeah.
As I always say, man, like, it's like tacos, bro. It's become like, it's a Mexican play, but it's easily becoming like a staple of like American cuisine, dog.
Yeah, it is. You go to a Denny's, carnal, and there's like tacos, burritos. You go to any restaurant, and there's Mexican items there.
And if they don't have burritos, just look for the wraps.
Yeah,
that's the number one thing that I've noticed too, because out here, and I'm sure in San Diego, también, there's a big blow up of breweries. And breweries, you think of breweries right off the back. It's a güero mentality. It's not really, there's not really any Latino based breweries. You can probably count them on 2 hands.
Yeah.
But breweries have been such a huge thing here in San Diego since the beginning, right? Like the big boom of breweries started here.
Yeah.
And what did they do? They started with their Mexican cerveza. Everybody has their Mexican cerveza. Everybody has all this stuff, but now you go into food. Okay, what are they serving? Oh, we got tacos. Every brewery has tacos, but there's no Latinos behind that, like profiting.
Like how we were talking about earlier. Well, that money is just not circulating in our community.
There you go.
They're just taking it elsewhere, bro, because they like the concept. They like the food. They like everything about it, but they want it in their pockets.
Right? That's exactly what this is. You see these brewery owners rolling in Escalades. You paid for that by supporting that. If we were to go to our taquerias and drop the same amount of feria on these breweries, they'd be rolling in these Escalades, just to throw that out. You know what I mean? We're not circulating the money amongst ourselves, and that's the danger, and that's the problem. All these broke ass Mexicans, because we're not supporting each other money wise. And that I told you, we got to put, you know, our money where our mouth is and say, hey, I know your cerveza is $3 more, but I'm going to keep supporting you till you drop it to these other guys or even cheaper. And then we all buy from you. Look at Mexican beer. Everyone loves Mexican beer. Yeah. And then all the gringos, you know what they did? They bought all the Mexican beers. So now they own it. So isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually Corona is owned by Heineken.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You see that?
again,
Yeah.
money not circulating in this community, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And then we go out there and buy it. So now we got to do the homework and
Yeah.
look for people. You know that carnal, little Mr. E.
Mhm.
He did pisto.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that vato,
Mhm.
right? Go buy it.
Yeah.
Go buy it. Support it.
Now I feel like a piece of shit because I'm drinking Sierra Nevada.
Hey, no, good beer is good beer.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
matter what.
Yeah. Good beer is good beer, right? But when you're at the supermarket, drop one.
Yeah. 100%.
That puts people like us in business in Mexico, working there and bond. We're just creating jobs and opportunities for ourselves.
Why can't more Mexicans own liquor stores, man? What the fuck is going on?
We're not pushing for it. We're not geared to open up businesses. And if we do, we hate.
because all Mexican businesses, you get a chance. I'm gonna open a business. I'm gonna do business. I'm gonna do this. They go straight for the regulars. We're gonna go open up an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. But there's no real like. Okay, I don't know. From the outside looking in, I would say like the liquor stores. You know, that would be something legit.
Well, to tell you the
for
truth,
Latinos.
Lens, I think it starts first off with the language barrier. Then it goes down to what is it that you're good at and you know how to do. That I feel like that's how most people approach a business. It's like, I mean, if I could at least get to the language barrier and know how to establish myself,
Mhm.
then it's like, okay, I gotta do something that I know how to do that I could produce so that I can get my income in. Because I mean, not too many people know about inventory and doing the accounting of like how to actually run a
talking to
store.
the food distributor or like the alcohol distributor.
Yeah.
Like, I need these.
It's like a language barrier type of thing. I'm just saying, like, education, everything that we can provide for our Mexican brothers and sisters, we should try to do.
That's where we come in, though. So I'll give you, and I'm glad you brought that up. Check this out. Down in San Diego, who owns all the liquor store? The Arabs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Out
even
here
speak.
too.
They don't
Out here
speak a
too.
word of English or Spanish. They're like "Salam alaikum." I'm like, what? Cubo, and they don't, right? They just look at you. They just look at you, right? And they just turn around the cash register so you see and you pay. We need to be doing that.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So there are barriers, but we need to overcome, and that's where we come in. Hey, carnal, what do you need? A bottle? Look, this is how this is. Here, this is where you need to register this. That's where the true carnalismo, aka chicanismo, comes in. We help each other and we support and we take care of that liquor store so no one's fucking with them. So everyone just leaves them alone. Go support. Go buy that gallon of milk. Don't go to Food for Less. Go there. I know it's $1.50 more, but it's right there.
Yeah.
It goes back. It's a sacrifice, but at the end of the day, you're going to see their kids going to better schools, getting to better rides, not grabbing the bus, not getting harassed, right? Like we should be comfortable. We shouldn't be all 20 in a room. We should be living right because we're from here and we deserve that. But we need to come together to do that. If not, no one's going to give us that break.
Yep, 100%. Because there's like 30 motherfuckers that live in my spot. So please
help. Hey, but that's part of the culture, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
gotta love
But
the
like
struggle.
10 people in a 2-bedroom apartment, bro. Like that's like nothing new to us, you know.
Yeah.
But,
That's
I'll
normal.
take that spot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get this side by the window. You know?
I was there last night. That's certain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh dog. Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
That's the
funny,
craziest thing, man.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple comments.
Yeah.
Louis, did you have a comment before we get into these comments?
What was I gonna say? I forgot.
All right, so we have a couple people that joined in right here. This is the Kick It Podcast. One more time for everybody that's made it through this far in the podcast, man. Listening on Spotify, watching us on YouTube or Instagram Live, man. Thank you guys for continuing to do that. I just stole his whole line.
Oh, you're good.
Thank you.
Hey,
That was
I'm
sick.
glad it's sticking.
That was
though.
sick, dude. It's sticking. It's sticking. Shout out to Osai Hitups, man. They joined in. Shout out to them, man.
So, carnal.
Cultura Coffee. They put a whole bunch of brown hearts right there. Shout out to them, Cultura Coffee. If you haven't had that coffee, man, it's fantastic.
They'll
Make
be
sure you
down
go
with
hit that.
us. They'll be there.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I
Every
can't
time I
wait.
see their stand, I'm like, yes, I gotta get some of that coffee, man.
We just did an event for Walmart.
Oh,
For Walmart, it was a full Latino event, and we had just nothing but canalismo going on.
Beautiful.
right? Not the mecanalismo, but it's weird because it's for Walmart. It's for like a Fortune 500 company that there's nobody Latino inside of that at the top.
But
right?
if they're respecting us, then we can work with you.
Yes,
You
sir.
see, that's a
Yes,
big
sir.
difference.
100%. There you go. And yeah.
Talk business.
Yeah, and that's why we need to be able to just go out there and talk to people. Go out there, talk to people, just make conversation and see what's possible.
Oh,
Anything is possible.
that reminded me of what I was gonna say.
There it is.
It's like when people come to us like asking about events and stuff, we always tell them like, hey, go get your paperwork done with the city, go get the insurance, so that way they can't fuck with you. Because that's how they usually get you. They come in like, well, where's your permits? Where's your paperwork? Oh, we don't have any. You gotta shut the whole thing down.
And it's funny too because we always have, not always, but we started getting our paperwork legit because they always fuck with us, the cities. And we throw hardcore Latino events, like real Mexican hardcore events. And now we got our paperwork, they still come by, they still want to come check, they still want to see, and still kind of like point out things. But it's like, man, the paperwork is there, the city signed off. Can you guys get off the property, man? Like you're getting all my people. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's part of the education of this Carnal was saying. We need, if we're gonna do these, we need to do them right. So they come, I got the paperwork, get out. Right now, you're just harassing me.
Yeah.
Was this what this coming to? When we, taxpayers?
Yeah.
You need to get out of here. Go bother somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's how we need to represent.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, this is good. We've got our own security. We've got the Brown Berets doing security. We've got these people doing security. We've got our paperwork. Everything's legit. Leave.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how we need to come and know how this Carnal was saying. How do we do the inventory? How do we do the accounting? I'm sure there's someone out here watching knows how to do that. Hey, hit me up. Right.
Please.
And we need to tap in with those people and say, hey, can we do a workshop? How do we get those permits? How do we open up a business? Who's got the clecha? Who's got the info on that? Break it down. Right. We're not doing enough. Right. That's what's up with that.
There it is. We're gonna keep on going down this line right here. Shout out to s6e40.
Shout out.
Hey, what's good, bro?
Hey.
Buzz and Delights, Evil Duck Company. s6e40 said, what's good? We got Just Josie. She joined. She said, what up?
What up? Shout out to everybody on IG.
Shout out to Michael Gabriel.
Hey, catch that shit tomorrow, 7:30. It's gonna be dope.
Yes,
Shameful
sir.
plug.
We are here 3 days a week. We are putting in that work. 3 days a week. Mondays we do a BIOP, which is called Beans in a Pod.
Okay.
Right?
It's just us.
It's just us four here most of the time, and we just talk about anything and everything, whatever's on our mind. Mondays, Wednesdays, like today, is our guest day. We have guests and stuff, and we go through the whole thing. And then on Thursdays, we have a special show called the Michael Gabriel Show. And what we do there is talk about daily life, things that are going on in and around the city. A lot of San Diego, North County connection on Thursdays that go down. And it's a great time.
Yeah, and that one is hosted by our boy Michael Gabriel with Bruce and I co-hosting that. And hey, man, those episodes get wild sometimes, bro.
Shout out to the Abuelitas brand. I'm gonna plug that.
Yeah.
And honestly, with summer finally being here, I mean, who knows how our schedule is gonna end up turning out? But we're always aiming for bigger and better. So hopefully, bigger and better things this summer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I did see one last comment though, coming via Facebook over there, once again from Valeria, giving us a shout out for this special episode right here with Daniel. Saying these episodes get better and better. Hey, appreciate that, Valeria. Thank
Glad
you.
to hear that.
It only took us 6 years, man. But it's you gotta take it slow.
That's right. And we got Michael Gabriel here on the Instagram. As we're talking about him, shout out to Michael Gabriel. He is the man.
Alcoholism.
He is the man.
Down on the weed smoking, but we're getting it right, baby.
Yeah. And shout out to Jazzy760, Simply Loose Resin.
Shout out.
Shout out to 1904 Lowriders. They said
hell yeah.
One of these emojis and Canalismo.
Emoji.
Let's go.
Yeah. They're definitely feeling it. be positive,
Or I'm gonna shoot.
or I'm gonna shoot.
Thank you.
They said kicking it with the best.
Hey,
That's right.
Hey.
And then 1904 Lowrider said Raza has to stick together with one of these and a Mexican flag.
Let's go.
They said see you on the
Chingon.
1st. Can't wait. Getting a little photography in there. They said it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fantastic. Anieto.760 Osito 2121. We got Baby Girl Devious. They're all tuning in. Cali Blunt. Shout out to Cali Blunt. Monster Grows. Torres 3381 and Little Bree. They're all tuning in and they're all having a great time over here.
Hey, and
That's what's up.
on that low rider tip, man, for real, everybody, July 1st, pull up, come cruise with us. You know, especially now with cruising being fully on board and legal once again in the beautiful city of San Diego. Pull up, show some love, and man, let's get this springs popping off again. Because oh my god, last time I'm telling you, you missed out on last time. Pull up this time at the Car Quest on Santa Fe. It's gonna be a great time for this summer.
Yeah,
but don't forget this weekend too with Daniel.
Yeah, so for people that don't know what's going on the 1st, July 1st, we teamed up, Kicker Labs teamed up with Car Quest Auto Parts.
Okay.
And they wanted to showcase. So in Vista we have one road
Okay.
that goes up and down.
Santa Fe.
No, Santa Fe. And one thing that Raza has done is we take that road over. You know, that's our road right there. So we like to put on these events with CarQuest where we have a deep community impact with everybody out here. You know, and one thing that does happen a lot is the lowrider community comes out.
Beautiful.
And they cruise up and down because it's a fantastic road to cruise on. You know, it's fantastic. And we have multiple vendors. We have Perate Los Paisanos out there performing, and they are fantastic.
Beautiful.
They are fantastic.
It's gonna be tight.
And it's a great time. And just want to let everybody know to come out July 1st. Vista CarQuest Auto Parts is gonna be sick. Make sure you don't miss that. And then on the 2nd, we'll be there with Walmart.
Beautiful.
And even before all that, this weekend, catch us June 24th at Garden Grove at Back to Basics. And if you don't want to travel that far, man, check out Viva la Raza event going down in San Diego.
Yes. Man, that's cool, man. We're coming together, doing all these events. You guys have options, right? If you can't make it one, make sure you support the other one, right? That's what it's all about. I know the driving. I'll say this to the Carnal O side. I know he's got in this thing. If you can't go down south on Saturday, hit up his. He'll be down there with us on Sunday. So it's all love. It's all respect.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing is having options, because I'm in those moods sometimes too. It's like I want to stay close because I want to rest. You know, I want to do something. You know, but sometimes we are in the mood to drive. Like I want an adventure.
Let's go.
That's the number one thing.
It's always an adventure out here at Kicker Labs, man. You never know what's gonna happen, and that's the way we like it over here. Daniel, I hope you had a good time over here with us, man.
I loved it, man. It was I want to come back again.
Yeah.
We
would love it.
We could talk about all these topics, but again, I can't stress enough how important these podcasts are, and you guys are putting it down for up here, this part of San Diego. Crazy respects, much love. You got my full support. Anytime you see anything at Mexicana Events and you like, hey, we're in Gaile. Our doors are always open for you guys. So all 4 of you. So we'll make sure to tell people to tap in, support, trying to get you guys, you know, sponsors and all, because that's how we need to roll, right? And just work together, collaborate together, and get that feria together, right? Right?
100%. And that's the number one thing that we push out to our community is that we can all get this money together. You know, that's the number one thing.
Another thing I do got to plug in while we out up north, because we outside this summer. One thing going down this Saturday. It's the summertime. We outside. Summertime jam going on. Fuerte is hosting their car show going on, and it is going to be collecting donations for Casa de Paro Charity. I hope I didn't slaughter that.
that's the
It's
best
going from
Spanish I've
10
heard you.
a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mhm.
at 770 Capistrano Drive, Oceanside at Capistrano Park.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Sir.
shout out to Fuerte. Make sure you guys go there. If you can't go to San Diego, you can't go to Orange County. Stay in the city, man, and do those city things. And Fuerte has something for you guys. Make sure you guys hit them up on all social media platforms and find that flyer. It'll be easy to find it, man. They're doing their damn thing, and I'm super like pissed off because for the second year in a row, man, I'm working. I'm
Was
working,
meant to be.
dude.
Was
Yeah,
meant to
dude.
be,
Like
baby boy.
every time they put their events on, and I always wanna go to their events. I'm always grinding. I'm always grinding. Last year, I was working at a brewery,
Mhm.
and I was like so pissed because I was
What's
just
the name of the brewery?
I was Guadalupe Brewery. Shout out to them.
Shout
I
out.
love you guys, but I was pissed working that day.
You had to plug that in.
Yeah. I was just pissed, man, because I was like, man, I'm here, and I wanted to work. I wanted to work the day, but I'm like, I'm just seeing everybody having such a great time. Like a lot of carnalismo going on over there. Like everybody's just raza just out there, man.
Beautiful.
And I was stuck inside a empty ass brewery just by myself, drinking beers by myself.
Everybody was over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So then
Dang.
I made a choice. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I can't do this no more. Like, I need to be out there. And now I'm like two out there, motherfuckers. The second time they're
I'm
doing
trying to
the
stay in.
event, I'm in a different city. So, but we are gonna get this right, man. I am gonna go one day, and when the next year, I want to vouch for this shit. I want to go next year. Make sure you guys go this Saturday. Go check them out. Fuerte, they're a staple in our North County community. They're a staple in San Diego community. So make sure you guys go check them out. Give them a like, give them a follow, and go support them.
Cool.
Definitely, 100%.
Yep.
Hey, Lens, I do gotta ask because this is probably the only point of the life that we could turn, and I'm gonna ask this question to
Ask
you.
it, ask it, baby.
This is one of your biggest shows coming up this Saturday, my guy.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we're talking about like you're gonna be on the same lineup with some of the same people that you've been listening to
Mm-hmm.
mostly all your life.
Yeah, my whole life.
Like after all the grinding, after all the shows, like after all the hardships, and like basically you being your own pioneer and all the shit that you had to been through and all the shit that you're still going through,
Mhm.
but you managed to find yourself in the position where this is one of your biggest shows of your life at this
Simón.
point in time. How do you feel about this, and where is your mindset approaching?
My mindset approaching this Saturday, it's just another day, just another show,
Just another stage.
just another stage,
There you go.
But
That's what's up.
I am super excited. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. I've been envisioning it all week,
Beautiful.
and like putting in the hours, putting in the work, putting in the practice time. I'm just envisioning being there already. I just want to be there. This is what I do, man. This is what I love. To me, it's just another day at the office, right? But it's just because it's so big that doesn't hit me as much because I do every show, whether there's 10,000 people or 2 people in the crowd. I'm rocking it,
Respect.
and that's what I want to do.
Respects,
That's
carnal.
what I want to
Yeah.
do is just rock, and
Beautiful.
get my message out there. And but I'm super excited.
There you
Super excited about it. Shout out to Back to Basics. Shout out to Raw Culture. Shout out to LRG Clothing. Shout out to Out the House promotions, man, productions. They have been just like us, all Mexicans do, just grinding, just getting it in. And of course, like LA has a faster upbringing, like motherfuckers that's been out there, they can get up there quick. They can get up there with work being put in, right? Orange County, I feel like is the same type of vibe, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of big shit going on out there. San Diego,
Still building.
it's a little different, right? We're building, but I think like it's coming. It's coming. And
Yeah.
once we lock down this whole condado right here, from LA all the way to the Bay, todo, all the way down to San Diego, where we have a straight bridge. We're building a bridge right now.
Going all down Coast Highway.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
That's the
once
dream.
once we build that, man, I think it'll be more faster track for us here in San Diego to be able to get heard. just get heard. That's all we need to do. Just
Cool.
get heard, get out there. But of course, the work has to be put in. And I know I can speak. I can speak for the Kicker Labs here. So we are down to put the work in. We are down to handle our business. 100%.
Hell yeah. As always, man. I think we've said it time in and time out. It takes a village. It takes a community to really bring out that change, and it's coming, dude. It's definitely coming our way for sure.
Yes, sir.
Takes
yes,
a barrio to do that. Yeah. Again, man, thank you for having me. I appreciate you all. Again, to your listeners, followers, come out, support this carnal, support him. Come out there Sunday too. He'll be out there too. La Mexicana Events is about us coming together, uniting, and celebrating our history, our culture, and just being, Mexican.
Yeah.
And again, just supporting us. Brown pride, brown love. Come out, free event. All of us, and everything Mexican under the sun will be there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Daniel, one more time, where can people find you at or reach you at to try to get on an event?
La Mexicana Events. Follow that page, DM, and say, hey, I saw Daniel. Like, how do I get in? How do we do that? And we'll connect you right away. We try to answer that right away. It's a group of us, but usually, hey, hit up Daniel, and they're like, okay, shit, we got to take care of that, right? So just tap in, hit us up, and we'll make it happen. We'll plug.
We have it right here.
Tap in.
Yes.
And then quickly before we get out of here, I just want to let everybody know that we are going to be at Libby Lake Skate Park tomorrow for a skate park cleanup. All right, we got to respect our local skate parks. We're going to have live music. We're going to have food. We're going to have raffles. It's called Skate Park Cleanup, Trash and Thrash. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be doing the damn thing. You're going to see me out there tomorrow around 4 o'clock. I'll be spinning for the community, doing our thing, doing our due diligence, cleaning up our communities. And it's going to be at Libby Lake, 504 Calle Montecito, Oceanside, California. Shout out to Lived Experiences.
Shout out
to everything that they're doing for our community, man. They are, once again, just like us, brown people, man. They are out there supporting people that are going through struggles, going through anything, figuring stuff out. They're there as a crush. They're there as some help that us Latinos can reach out to. So make sure you hit up Lived Experiences and come out tomorrow. We'll be there.
Yes, sir.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Any more comments from you guys?
Yeah, any more shout outs?
Any more last shout outs? Any last comments?
Well, no more comments over here on Facebook, YouTube, and all that stuff, dude, or IG. So yeah, I think that about does it.
All you say is catch me and Louis tomorrow on the Michael Gabriel show. I'm gonna plug that in once again. But until next time, though, thank you for stepping up with us. Thank you for talking up with us. Thank you for kicking it.
Yeah.